Sonny, what is that? Oh, you're gonna step on him. It's a huge beetle. Slowly but surely we got some oil draining here. We're ripping pretty deep in this corn head. Dad and I started yesterday. We took off the side panel, drained the oil, took off a sprocket, a bearing, and then we pulled this shaft. This shaft runs the row units on the corn head, and we took off the shaft because we have a couple clutches that seem to go out. So these clutches, they're there for safety so you don't destroy the machine. Say you get a big tree branch in there, it'll make it so it trips, it slips, and you don't rip stuff apart. Well, if those trip and slip quite a bit, they start getting wore, and then they start easily slipping when you just get maybe some damp corn through there. Since we're farming quite a few extra acres this year, we just really want everything to work great once we get into the fields. We're ripping some stuff apart, replacing some clutches. Also, there's a big chain that runs on this sprocket right here that runs the auger, and that was wore, and there's one on each side, so we're gonna replace 2 big chains, and that is what we're gonna be doing today.
So we'll need that. Yep, I'll have to put that on. We took the wrong one off.
We took the wrong one off. They look identical. So this is what the clutch looks like. This is a new one. So that just slips on there. So we gotta take a few of these other ones off. Is it going?
Yeah, slowly. It's moving. That's
Yep. Top is when it goes.
So we tried smacking some sense into this new clutch to persuade it on. We think the little bit of paint that is in here is just keeping us from getting it on, and we don't want to hit it too hard. You know, a nice new piece of $200 a row. Yeah, you don't want to ruin it getting it on. So Dad thinks there's something at Jeff's that we could fit in here and clean up. We have, you know, wire wheels, but we can only get so deep in. We need something a little smaller. So while Dad's getting that, we're going to take the rest of the clutches off on this side. We just took the big hex shaft out of. Oh. Okay. Oh, wrong spot. Tally ho! One done, a lot more to go. I got lube all over you. That might be why our row sense doesn't work. Last one on this side.
Further.
Yeah, not much. 1/8 inch.
Okay.
A little bit more. Crew morale is getting low. We've been working on this for about 3 hours. We've got on one side 3 clutches in and the hex shaft just poking into that 3rd shaft. So we gotta drive all the way to the 4th, 5th, and then 6th. Every smack of the sledgehammer, we get tireder and tireder, if that's a word. We also are hurting this bolt, which we need, and we only move about 1/8 of an inch. We got about 7 more feet to go. 7 times 12. We get a good 700 or so more slaps. I've gone through about 2 cans of liquid lubricant. I don't know if the folks will believe that it's past 6 p.m. But thanks to a neighbor that came over, and we got a few smacks out of him. Uncle Jeff for coming over. Brother Jake coming over.
Brother Jake.
We're just about there. I can't believe we didn't. We not videoed. We broke this bolt 3 times and had to pull it out with an easy out. But I didn't video much because it's been a long day.
Less talking, more working.
Oh.
I can grind it. I wouldn't smack it.
Here.
We'll get it halfway on, then we'll just...
Going.
Line up the holes coming. So you don't push my bolt.
Holy cow, folks, we got one side back somewhat together. We got to throw this chain back in there. You can see this one's really wore. It'll be easier when things are loose and we can spin to replace that chain. You're probably about as confused as we are as why that was so tough. You know, we pulled those shafts out by hand. They just slip right through these old clutches. And for some reason, the new clutches, they're just super tight. And I kid you not, we probably hit it with a hammer 5,000 times. But we got it. All right, it's a new day, folks. We're going to start by pulling this old chain. Look how loose that is. You shouldn't be able to move like that. I got the connector off. We're going to strip that down, replace it, and put this side back together, and then start in on the other side. I think we got this side completely done, other than we broke this bolt yesterday, so we just got to get the new bolt. We got the new chain on up here, then we can put the cover on and fill it with oil. I was just down underneath here, tightened everything. We're trying to put the new chain on this side. Had to let that one simmer a bit. It's just not reaching. We got a long distance before we can get that connector in. The idler pulley idler sprocket doesn't want to work with me. Now apparently we got cattle out. Oh my. What are the odds they're in there still? Okay. 8. The gate was trashed, laying all the way on the ground, but all the cattle were in. I don't know how that works. So this is an old clutch. See how it just slides right in there? And then the brand new clutch. You can hardly. Oh. That one's such. Oh, we should have. Okay.
Is that a new clutch?
Yeah, that's a new clutch.
Okay.
Well, that one. Let's start with that one. That's number 1.
Okay.
This one was not the same story, but
okay.
That's what was causing us all the issue yesterday. We got that gate fixed up, so thank you to my Uncle Greg for noticing our gate was down on the ground. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're about ready to put that shaft through. We just got to put the 2 new clutches right here on the outside. Got that left, and then we'll start shoving that bar through. So we're having all that trouble getting this chain on. We ended up taking some covers off, and we finally figured out how to loosen that idler sprocket, and we got that together. So things are looking up, maybe. Yeah, some positivity. Woo. Oh, we got the clutches replaced that we're replacing. Things are tightened up. Or all that we can do next is start this next shaft. What do you say? Hopefully it just slides through. It's going so much better. It's almost slipping in, but we're still using the hammer. $2. You remember back when a penny could get you a gallon of gas?
A penny?
Wasn't that what it was when you were a kid? No?
No.
25 penny?
It was either 19 cents or...
19 cents a gallon?
Yeah. Unless that was a hamburger. Frank's 19-cent hamburgers up in Huron. But I think gas was the same.
You get a hamburger for 19 cents.
And a stamp was 5 cents, and now it's 70.
25, 28, please.
I like where I'm at right now.
Man, this almost makes the 8 hours of slapping a pole with a sledgehammer worth it.
Slapping a pole with a stick.
Well, we got these covers back on. Now we just need to fill them with 80-90 gear lube. Keeps those gears and bearings and stuff from wearing. There's a big chain in there. It looks real nice under there, under the hood. So that's about it. That's about it. We got the covers on. We just got to fill them with oil. We went through a few cans of lube. I think I got 2 more that are basically empty. Excuse me.
when I was doing that, I was thinking I'd rather be mowing road ditches. And now that I have that done, I don't want to mow road ditches, but I sure don't want to do that a second time very bad. So that was about a, I don't know, not quite a 2-day deal, I suppose. And hopefully we aren't going to have those issues with in green corn when we're doing wet corn, so it's high moisture yet. We don't have clutches going off, especially those outside rows that take a beating with the edges of the fields. There's more weeds along the edge. There's rocks that you hit in the fence lines, right on the edge of the planting. And the outside rows take more of a beating, just like the planter does. We fixed all the outside rows, and then we did one whole side, thinking that we got the worst of them. The side that we did the whole side is that one that we had a hard time pushing that shaft in. So hopefully we don't have to pull that one out for a long, long time. If we have to pull it out right away, it's probably going to come out in pieces with a torch. So, but after a while, it'll wear in to those new clutches and that, and give a little more wiggle room. So, okay.
With many sledgehammer blows, we got that done. What do you have to say about it?
Well, I would like to thank Grog for inventing the hammer. That's all I got to say.